Start recording this. Perfect. All right, awesome. So I appreciate you guys coming on. I know this was kind of a last minute call. I posted about it over the weekend. Somebody in the chat asked if I could do something like this. So, and it's been working for me, this like kind of method that I've been using for the past 3-4 weeks. But to be honest, guys, I've actually started using this since last year. I've just kind of gotten my groove with everything, and it's brought me back to this, and it's been working the whole time. So like I said, please make sure you have some kind of pen and paper, and I'm going to dive right into this. So the first things first, if you guys want to take advantage of what I'm using. So I know I said only Tinder in the chat, which is really what I predominantly use to do this. You guys can also use Bumble as well. So either the app Tinder or Bumble. I know that I have friends that use Bumble and do this. Typically, if you're a guy, you have more success on Bumble than Tinder. I don't know why. That's just how it's been. So if you want to take advantage of this and you're a dude, go ahead and download Bumble, right? You can test that out. It's the same concept. It's just kind of a different app because Tinder is more of like, the app itself is more like, okay, I'm here to hook up. I'm here to, anything like that. Bumble is more just like, it's already noted. You could be wanting to hook up or you could just want to be friends and it's cool. Well, when I use Tinder, whenever anybody ever asks me, well, why are you on here? Why are you using this? I usually just tell them, I'm here to meet new people. I personally am starting to engage a lot more with traveling, whether I'm traveling from city to city or actually flying there. I'm able to say that. For you guys, you can say whatever you want. You could literally just say, I'm here to meet new people. You never know who you're going to meet, and you never know what you may learn from that person. And that's super, super critical too, because I know that everybody in this world, I don't care what your background is, how old you are, where you come from, none of that matters. You have the ability to learn from somebody. So with that being said, Bumble or Tinder you can use, like I said earlier. Typically for guys, I've just seen that it's a lot easier to use Bumble than Tinder, but I'm going to go over what I say and how I kind of use this to not only get exposures, but actually have people so interested and actually serious about getting involved with IML and learning how to trade that they actually sign up. And I'll be honest with you guys, this is what brought me to smashing P600. This is what got me to smashing P1000. And I'll be honest with you guys really quick, the reason why I personally don't think, because the last time I actually hit rank was in May of this year. And it's like, damn, Abby, what are you doing wrong? And to be honest, I don't think, I really built my teams getting into Plat 600, getting into Plat 1000, things like that. And it was just personal after personal after personal for myself. But I recognize you can't do that getting yourself the chairman. It's going to take forever because this is a team dynamic. This is a team effort, okay? And developing people, developing other leaders and understanding how to do this for themselves, it's going to make this a lot easier and duplication actually happen that leads to momentum within your organization. Now, if you're on here and you're just trying to get your monthly subscription for free, that 2 and free, whatever it may be, and maybe you've exhausted your entire warm market, your family, your friends, whatever, this is also a method that you can do and honestly just meet new people at the end of the day. So I'm going to run through exactly what I do. So and I'll kind of give you the routine. So I'll wake up in the morning, I'll do my thing, my routine, I'll work out, all that good stuff. I've been actually watching New York session a lot more, and I will actually designate a time frame about 30 minutes to an hour typically. And that's the time frame. I'll go on Tinder or Bumble, whatever you want. Okay, I'm getting it uploaded right now, and I'll literally swipe right. Swipe right, swipe right, swipe right. Okay, as soon as this loads, I'm going to show you guys. So, for example, this guy pops up, swipe right. Okay, first one, it's a match. I won't even send a message. I'll wait till the end to do that. Keep swiping. So, basically, I swipe right about 30 times, okay? 30 times total when I do this, okay? And basically, once I'm done doing that, then I go in and I see if I have any messages from other people. And I'll respond to all those messages. And all the messages at the top, the people that I've matched with, I'll go in and I typically say the same thing. Okay, if you guys are writing this down, I have an entire script that I can send you guys as well if you want it. But typically what I'll say, and I'll do it in the morning so I can say it just like this. I'll usually say, hey, whatever their name is. So, hey, Tony, good morning. What's going on? How's your day? An emoji. And I'll put like a smiley face emoji or something in there, right? And I'll literally mass send that out to like 30 plus people. Okay. And some of, within that time frame, there are people that are probably messaging me back. So I'll go ahead and I'll message them back, but I do not try to have a conversation on the app at all whatsoever. I'm trying to funnel them into Snapchat, right? That's my platform of choice. I'm trying to funnel them into Snapchat. So what I'll usually say is, if they respond, say, oh, my day's great, just waking up, or, just got out of class or about to go to work, whatever it is. I'll usually say, oh, cool, how's work, or how was class, or what's going on with your day? And then right below that, I'll send out another text and I'll say, by the way, do you have Snapchat? Done. I'm done messaging on there completely, like no more talking. I want them on Snapchat. So at that point, they're going to probably respond and say, oh yeah, work was all right, or class was okay, or I'm doing this today. And they'll say, yeah, I do. And they'll give me they'll send out their Snapchat name, or they'll be like, yeah, and I'll just ask them, okay, what's your username? Or I'll say, okay, cool, here's mine, add me, and we'll talk on there. And then that's it. We just start talking on Snapchat. So there's no conversation actually on the platform. I just initiate. I like to initiate all of them. So I have the control. You guys always have to understand you have control of the conversation at all times. And if you feel like you don't, there's something wrong. Okay, and you may be talking too much. And that's what we're going to kind of go over here, because we don't want to give away too many details. We don't want to be the ones talking. We actually want to get the other person to talk, okay? And I'm going to talk about kind of what I say to get them to respond in a certain way that implies certain questions that I'm able to ask. And basically, I'm wanting them to agree with me to get them to get on a call, a live recording, whatever it is, and eventually get them on a three-way. Okay, that's the whole purpose of this whole thing. But in the process of that, once we get them onto Snapchat, the app itself, we're going to be building a relationship with them, okay? So the biggest thing, what I'm going to just go back over is I go on Tinder, I swipe right like 30, 40 times, okay? And I will go in there and I'll say, hey, Tony, what's going on? Or hey, Tony, good morning. How's your day going? And I'll send them an emoji. I like emojis because people are visual. And if they see a cool emoji, it's like, cool, this guy's not a creep, or I don't know. That's just like a psychological thing. You guys can do whatever you want, but this is what's been working for me, okay? And so I'll do that. I'll wait for them to respond, and I'll usually respond something like, oh, okay, cool, how was that, or something. Whatever they say, I'll just respond, asking them a question. Then I'll say, by the way, do you have Snapchat? Boom, we're done. We're on to the platform. You get their Snapchat, you add them. I literally have people within that hour time span, about 20 to 30 people roughly add me on Snapchat a day. Sometimes even more, depending on how many times I talk to people, or depending on the time of day people are on there. Some people may be on there more and are replying, and I'm able to get more Snapchats. It just depends. But roughly the number has been 20 to 30 ads every single day, typically. Okay, so now I'm going to give you an example. So now, okay, I'm on Snapchat, yada, yada, yada. And I immediately, this is what I do to stay organized. And I know that being organized in business is foundational. And I need to keep track of everybody. And if you're talking to 30 plus people a day, on top of new people, right? On top of all the other follow-ups that you're talking to, you have to stay organized. So I have an Excel file of like all the people that I've sent exposures to. But I don't really list people in there until I've actually sent them a video or a live call, or they've gone to an event or something. So basically, once I have them on Snapchat, okay, I'll organize them by saying, okay, this guy is from Tinder. As sad as that sounds, but I'll say Tinder and then their name, so I know where they added me from. I know kind of the conversation, the person. Now, if I've sent them an exposure, or I'm about to send them a video for a call or a link, I'll actually name that person IML, then their name. So in my Snapchat file, I know who they are, because I don't know, I might have a ton of Jasons. I might have a ton of Alexes in my phone. on Snapchat, and I am not trying to recognize or memorize all of them. So I'll label them, okay, Tinder, you just added me off of Tinder. IML in their name, I know I just sent them an exposure. And when you're talking, like, I have brand new people every single day, like it's hundreds. You're gonna need to get some kind of a system with this, okay? And if you just want to start off with 20 people, 10 people, just try it. I'm telling you, once you kind of get your groove, and this is with anything in life, once you kind of get your groove with what you're doing, it's going to become like clockwork. Just like with trading, once you understand the skill set, it's going to become more natural to you. And by natural, I mean you're just going to know it, okay? You're just going to know how to do it. And just like with talking to people, building that relationship and knowing what to say, what kinds of questions to ask people, and the tonality and the posture that you keep, you're going to know how to do that because you've just done it so often. You guys know how to walk because you've been doing it for 20 plus years. Same thing, okay? So bringing it back to this, I have them on Snapchat, and basically I'm just trying to have a conversation. I'm literally just trying to build a relationship with them and understand who they are as an individual, what do they want, and where are they even going. And I want to know the problems more specifically in their lives. Chris Derrick has a phenomenal playlist. I have it in the 90-day game plan. If you guys have not seen this video, it's a compilation of them. I highly recommend you need to go back in there and watch them. He really breaks down, it's called the mindset, goals, and game plan, okay? If you guys don't have it, let me know and I'll send it to you. And the other thing too, if I did not tag you, I apologize, but let me know. Matt Rosa has a perfect invite video in the IML Elite page. And it talks about how to actually, when you go to call people, this is excluding, really quick, excluding messaging people and things like that. This is actually calling people on the phone. He has a really simple 4-step method of what he does, and I wrote up the entire script. So when I'm done with that, I will send that out to you guys. But literally, you could verbatim. I got it right here. So, back to building a relationship, because that's what we're doing. I like to use the system. It's called FORM. F for, where are you from? Maybe do you have family where you're from, right? O for occupation. What do you do for work? Are you in school? Very casual, guys. Not very systematic. It's cool. Do you have a job? What are you doing right now as far as income? Anything like that, right? Are you in school? What are you studying? Just trying to learn more about you, okay? And then R for recreation. Okay, you work 6 days a week. So what do you do when you're not working? What do you do for fun? For me, I won't really ask them, what do you do for fun? I'll usually say, oh, okay, cool. So if they're in Arizona, which most people are, I'll say, do you like hiking? Do you ever go hiking? Because that's kind of the big thing to do out here. There's a lot of mountains. So in your area, say you're near a beach, you're like, oh, do you go to the beach often, right? Instead of just being like, oh, what do you do for fun? You could say that, but you could also say something that's in your area. And then if they say no, they'll probably end up saying what they do like to do. And then you can have a conversation about that. Literally, when I ask them a question, okay, and they respond, I will then relate to them, and then I'll ask them the next question. And it just kind of trickles down in this same order. So where are you from? Oh, I'm from Michigan. Oh, no way. I was actually in Michigan over the summer. That's awesome. Do you have family up there? Oh, no, they live out in Colorado. Oh, okay, what brought you to Michigan? Oh, I'm going to school out here. I was like, oh, cool. What are you studying? Are you working right now? I'm just having a conversation. And there's maybe they say, oh, yeah, I'm in school, and I actually work a couple days out of the week. I'll say, oh, I actually went to Arizona State University, graduated a couple years ago. How do you like it? What do you want to do when you graduate? I'm literally just relating to people, okay? And I'm setting up for the next question. What's fun to do out there when you're not in school and you're studying and things like that? What do you like to do with your time? What do you like to do for fun? I don't know. And they'll usually respond, and then you relate again. And the whole purpose of that, you're trying to figure out maybe they have a problem in their life, or what drives them at the end of the day, what motivates them, okay? Eventually, they're going to ask you what you do, okay? Especially if they come on from Tinder or something, or Bumble, they're going to go and watch your Snapchat. The biggest thing with this is you have to have your content on point. You have to be consistent with your content, okay? And I'm always very up to date. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, I always have something going on every single day. Because if you don't have any content, there's nothing for people to see. nobody's going to know what you're about. And when you give them that content, they're eventually going to watch your story and they're going to ask you, oh, yeah, you asked me what I do. That's just a common thing to do. What do you do? And typically, guys, I used to tell people, yeah, I trade Forex and it's the largest financial market, $5.3 trillion per day, blah, 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 you trade this currency. Like, I would literally throw up on them on what I did. You do not want to do that, okay? You do not want to do that. I had so many people run away because I did that, or they would never sign up, or they delayed the sign up, like whatever. You do not want to talk. You literally, if people ask me what I do right now, I would say I sell insurance, or I could say I'm self-employed. I've been traveling a lot more recently, and I'm launching a project. I'm currently working on a project. And guys, the project that I'm working on, the entire 2018 vision for this team, for me, is to help 500 people in 2018, 500 people or more make $1,000 or more within their first 90 days of launching. That's huge. And I thought to myself, I was like, oh, that's a big goal. Then I was like, your goals kind of have to scare you. You know what I mean? They kind of have to scare you. So I was like, all right, no, let's do it. Because it's funny because I said that vision last week on like a Tuesday, Wednesday, and 2 people on the team messaged me that Thursday, Friday saying that they made one guy made a little over $1,000 and another guy made $775 on Friday, and that was within their first 90-day window. And I was like, bro, like, this is possible. And now that you have a 90-day game plan that you can set people up with as soon as they get started, and it's step by step, you guys you literally have to plug in, okay? And I want to say this really quick. If you're inviting people over to your place, if you're going over to see people, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. I made that mistake when I first started, and it was slowing me down. Because why would you go and talk to people when you have professionals already doing Zoom calls every single day, 2 to 3 times a day, right there waiting for you? When in Arizona, I know there's some people in Arizona on this call, when you have 2 events out of the week that the top educator, a chairman 10, almost chairman 25, puts on for us, why would you go out and meet your friend and talk to them? Please don't do that, guys. And I'm not trying to call anybody out because I've been there, but don't do it. You're wasting your time, and you don't even know if that person is going to sign up. You want to get them to say, hey, look, if you're actually serious about this, you say you want an extra source of income, you say you want to do all these things, you want to make a change, whatever, you hate your job, you're complaining this, and that. If you're actually serious, take a look at this video. Take a look at the call, the exclusive call that my mentor is putting on for us tonight. Guys, we don't want to give people stuff if they're not respecting your time, if they don't value you and what you have to offer. Guys, you have to look at what you have as just absolute gold, like gold. And you would never allow anybody to talk down on your gold, to try to devalue the price of your gold, because you know how much it's worth. Guys, why would I do that? This is $1 billion opportunity. Please understand what's in front of you. Please understand how important this is. Like, I don't even invite people to calls like that. They have to show that they're serious. They have to show that they need this. And a lot of people need this. There's no desire. You have to pique their interest. And I do that by putting content on my Snapchat, because people have been inboxing me all day long. And you're going to get to a point where, yeah, you're having Snapchat people come in, or Tinder people come in, Bumble people come in, whatever. People are coming to you on your Snapchat. They're watching your story. You don't even have to do a conversation. They're already asking you, hey, what do you do? Can I learn more about that Forex? Can you show me? Can you teach me? That's when this thing starts to massively gain some momentum. When you stop finding people and the people find you, that's when this thing starts to pick up, because you're not going to be messaging people like this all the time. Okay? You're just not. People are going to come to you, and it's going to start to work like clockwork. That's what we want. Okay? Because if we did it any other way, it's going to become like a job. You're going to continue to trade your precious time to try to get a residual income, to try to make money with this. And that's not what we want to do with this. This is not to create another job for us. This is to allow us to have that time and financial freedom, the things that we want the most in life, okay? There is a system to how we do this, to how the chairmen have done this, okay? And it's not by going out and seeing people and meeting up individually. No, it is about plugging them into a call, a live call, a live event, or a recorded video. That is number one. You pique their interest, okay? They show interest. They show that they're serious about learning more, and you say, hey, look, let me see if I can do you a favor. Let me see if I can hook you up with a favor. Because, guys, you're literally hooking people up with this. You do not need people. Guys, I don't need people to make money. You do not need people to make money with this. I just understand how powerful this is. And I got to a point where I was making money like it was nothing. When I had my first $250 day in an hour, and I was going to go to work for 8 to 10 hours that day to not even make that much money, that was when I realized it's not about the money, because the money's always going to be there. It's about the relationship. It's about empowering and enriching and educating people, because people are struggling out there for no reason. No reason. And every person on this call has a story that they can share and inspire somebody with, to relate with them. Build that trust. Build that connection with people, okay? That's what you're doing. Don't forget what you're doing, the sole purpose. Like, don't look at people like, I got to get a sign up so I can hit the next rank. Like, no, man. No. Like, you do not need that. You do not need that person, especially if they're wasting your time. They're playing with your buttons. Like, I've been there. I have been there, guys. This is the method that I've used. So I'm going to walk back through this. So, like, say, guys, I've piqued their interest. They're interested. They say, hey, yeah, you know, that Forex thing, how did you get involved? Or, you know, how does it work, right? And they're asking you questions. You don't go and say, oh yeah, well, you know, I trade this currency for this, and you know, we profit all. No, don't start talking about details, because when people get information that they don't really know anything about, that's when they start making assumptions. That's when they start prejudging what you have. And you know what you have, but you can't tell it to somebody that has no idea what they're even talking about. Okay, you need to allow them to see this fully. Okay, you need to allow them to appreciate what's in front of you. You don't want to do them a disservice by you rambling on about it. You want to allow them to see the full overview, okay, to really justify how amazing this opportunity is, the value of it, okay? That's so important. So at that point, I would say, you know, look, let me just see if I can hook you up with the favor, okay? I was talking to my mentor earlier, and, you know, I think he's doing a call this week or something. You know, let me go check in with him and see if I can hook you up with favor. That's literally what I say, guys. That's literally what Christopher Derrick says, okay? And basically from there, they'll probably respond and be like, okay, yeah, or, you know, awesome, whatever. They'll probably respond, or they'll probably wait for you to say something else. I don't know. Those are just kind of the typical responses. And then I'll come back maybe 5-10 minutes later, and I'll say, you know, hey, look, just spoke with my mentor. Or I'll just say, you know, hey, if I can get you a seat to the intro to trading call tonight or tomorrow, whenever the next one is, at this time, can you confirm that you'll be there? I don't ask them if they're available. I don't ask them if this time was okay. I give them the scenario, and I say, can you confirm it? Because, guys, there's exclusive seats. Chris Derrick talks about this all the time when we do events. He said there's exclusive seats at this event, right? If they don't take your time seriously, there's not a seat available for them. And by me saying, look, I think I might be able to get you a seat, if I give them a seat, I'm taking a seat away from somebody else who may well deserve to be there. And this individual might be wasting my time, might flake out on me. So you need to give them an exclusive opportunity, an exclusive window. This is not going to be open. I have a guy on the team. He literally says if somebody flakes on him and they message him back the next day or the next week, like, oh man, you know, I'm sorry, I missed the event, or I missed the call. You know, when's the next one? Sorry, we're booked till January. That's literally what he says. Even though we may have room in the building, he tells people like, nah, man, like, you know, we got it booked out for the rest of the month. I'm sorry, like, you missed the window, okay? Come back to me at the beginning. He does not give no shits, like nothing. So, guys, you need to take your time seriously. You need to take what you're doing seriously, because if you don't, nobody else will, okay? Nobody else will. And the biggest thing I have to say for you guys is stop talking so much. you're literally using the tools. If you're not using tools and you're using yourself, you are not going to hit chairman, or you're not going to hit chairman as fast as you want, okay? That's just not how it works. Chairman, they use tools. The most successful individuals in the business, in their industry, they use tools because tools are duplicatable, and tools, when you have duplication, they lead to momentum, and that's what you want in business, okay? So guys, trying to think of what else I really go over, but I have the script kind of written up, which is what I've been going over. If you guys would like that, I will send it to you. But the biggest takeaway, like I can say at the beginning, when I'm on that app, that Bumble app, I do not try to have a conversation. Heck no. I say one line, good morning, how are you, what's going on, emoji. They respond. I say, oh, awesome, or, hope you had a good day, or hope you have an awesome day. By the way, do you have Snapchat? Done. No more talk on Tinder. We get to Snapchat. Okay, then that's where you can start the conversation. That's when they're going to start watching your content, and they're going to start asking you questions. And as you posture up, as you build the confidence in yourself and you have the understanding of what to say to people, that's when this thing starts to become very magical. Because then it just becomes like, yo, this is fun. I love meeting new people. I love learning more about them. It's not like I need to get this person. I need to get this, I need to hit rank. That was me, dude. That was literally me, and you don't want to be in that position when you're the only one building your team. You want other people duplicating what you're doing, because I was thinking to myself, I was like, damn, what if I had 10 of me? 10 people on the team that were hitting up 30, 40 plus people a day, doing the exact same thing that I'm doing, getting 5 plus exposures a day on a call, at an event, a recorded, whatever. That's momentum. That's momentum. And I know that's what each and every one of you guys want. But I'm telling you guys, I've heard this so many time and time again, like, what you do is what your team's going to do. So if you're promoting, or if you're going out and you're meeting with people, your team's going to do exactly what you're doing. If you're doing this and that's what you're leading by example with, and you're bringing in people left and right, your team is going to catch on. They'll be like, damn, Troy's bringing in all these people, man. Like, he's been doing that thing and I wasn't listening. Like, they're literally like, that's what's going to happen. So guys, like, you have to lead with this the right way. You have to lead by example, and you have to use the tools. Like, I did not take that seriously. Like, I did not have a system that I followed when I first started. It took me to like September, October of this year to finally click for me that, Abby, you need a system. That's why, like, you're over here trying to bring in all these people. Because, like, I'll be honest, guys. Like, I can bring in people and it's fine. I can bring in a couple people a week and it's like nothing. If I needed to hit Plat 150 again this week, boom, it's done. I can do it. But that's not what this is about. Because I don't want to hit chairman by myself. I want y'all to hit chairman too. I want to be hitting chairman and then boom, 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 boom. Like, the whole team is smashing ranks with me. That's what it's all about. The come up is about bringing others with you. It's not about me. Like, when I smash chairman, it's not because I hit chairman. It's because everybody on the team hit chairman. That's what this is about, okay? So, again, I'm just going to say this really quick again, but when somebody asks you, yo, what do you do? If you have a job, say you have a job. That's awesome. Say, oh, yeah, I work in construction, or, I'm actually trying to find a job right now, or, I've been in and out, whatever. Don't lie. Have integrity with what you're doing, okay? But also throw in there, and, I'm working on a project right now. That's going to pique curiosity. They're going to be like, oh, what project are you working on? And that's the project. It's that vision, baby. It's 500 plus people. I said 500 because that's Chairman 10, but I know as soon as we smash Chairman 10, we're going to 2,000. Like, it's already done. Like, we just got to keep elevating ourselves, okay? But talk about the project. No. Say you're working on a project. And then they're going to ask you what the project's about and say, this is, it's still in the works, but, I might be able to share a few details with you, or, share a breakdown of how it works if you are serious about learning more or interested about learning more. And by that time, they probably would have watched your Snapchat. You're talking about trading, blah, 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 this, and that. Like, it's all about piquing their curiosity, piquing their interest. But, yeah, it's, guys, like this method has literally been like crazy. Has been wicked crazy. I got a guy on the first corporate call tonight. I got 2 guys on that call. I have 3 guys going on Chris Derek's call tonight, and I'm supposed to have 3 people come out to the event tomorrow. That was from today. I didn't even look at my Tinder app on Sunday yesterday, and I had like over 100 messages this morning, which is like cool because like you look at it like I don't even have to talk. Like I don't even have to message people back. Like I can talk to whoever I want to talk to, because that's the cool thing about business. You only have to work with people that you want to work with. If you don't want to work with certain people, you don't have to. You want quality people on your team anyway, because we're creating a team of elites. It's a mindset shift, right? So we have about 6 minutes left on the call. That's really what I wanted to go over and touch on. If anybody wants to unmute their mic and ask a question, please do so. Unless everybody's just, blown away. I'm just kidding.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
What's the thing you said? It was Chris Derek's something mindset, goals, and game plan.
Yeah, it's a playlist.
I don't think I had that.
I'll send it. Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll actually just put it in the KISS chat after the call, so you guys can have it.
Okay. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Does anybody else have any other questions? How do you guys feel after this call? Has this cleared up anything for you? Just remember. Yes. But yeah, was this call helpful? Like, did you guys learn something that you could apply? Is it like, no, Abby, this is dumb? I'm just kidding. Or what are you guys' thoughts? I'm just going to assume that it was okay.
It was awesome. Thank you so much. It was fire.
I think it was extremely helpful. Thank you. I've been trying to figure out how to get gobs of people all at one time just to be coming to me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yep. And tying that into, if you're messaging people and your content is, it's on point, all that good stuff, like you should be good. Like it's going to start working for you. And that's the whole purpose of this, right? For the system to work, for money to start working for you, all that good stuff. But yeah, unless you guys didn't have any other questions, I'm going to go ahead and end the call. I know this was kind of last minute, but I appreciate you guys hopping on. If you guys want to do any of these calls like this in the future, like of, certain things, like certain questions to ask people, I'm like working on a list right now. I know conversations with people can sometimes get like, I don't know what to say, or, just at a point where it's just like, I don't know where to carry this conversation anymore. I'm working on like a thing of questions to like kind of spark in conversation that will take you to a certain angle with where you want to go, as far as where the next question should be to get their interest piqued. That's kind of what I was trying to say. But I'm working on that, and when I have that, I'll definitely provide that for you guys, because I know like seeing questions like that definitely helped me. But yeah, other than that, if you guys don't have any other questions, I'm gonna end it. I definitely appreciate you guys, and hopefully you have a great rest of your week. So
thanks, you too.
All right, y'all. You're welcome. See ya. Bye.
Thank you so much.